Hey everybody. So this is actually the second time recording this video because our camera has catastrophically died and it had to be re-recorded. So the topic of this video is, do all system members share the same set of basic skills? The ability to walk, talk, read, write, those kinds of things. And a lot of people operate under the assumption that everyone does. But the reality in our experience is that this is not the case. We have many system members who are quite young, and these very young system members are completely unable to do certain things: walk, talk, read, write, all of the things I mentioned. And some of them are better at some things, not at others. So not everyone shares these same skills simply because they're considered basic. It's just like not every member of the system shares other skills. Like, for instance, we have a couple of members of the system who are very young, who cannot read, cannot write, speak very little, and one who speaks only one word. And this is not due to them being mute in any way. It's just simply they're so young that they're pre-verbal to the most degree, and that they don't speak much. They're mostly pre-verbal. And because of that, if they were ever to, for any reason, front, somebody would immediately have to take over because it just wouldn't be safe. Now, we do allow them to front at home when my daughter is asleep and there's always an adult protector or some other caretaker who's keeping an eye on things and is co-conscious with them to make sure everything is safe. But we do like to give them their time. But the fact remains that they lack these skills. And a lot of people bring this up a lot when discussing the way that littles will respond to things in support groups and other places online where they're talking with other people with DID. And a lot of people come from this assumption that all littles can read and write and spell effectively. And the reality is that's just not true. We often have to help our young littles to be able to read or spell or write things. And sometimes they really want to write something on their own, and so they spell it the best they possibly can. You can figure out what they're trying to say, but it's not spelled properly. And some people get very upset about this. We're actually going to do another video about this topic more in depth, specifically relating to littles and typing and speaking. But that's something that the littles wanted to be involved in, and currently they're not up for doing a video right now, so we're waiting on that. But the point is that just because we all share one brain and one body doesn't mean that we're capable of all doing the same things. Like, there are times when certain littles will be co-conscious with me or will have a lot of passive influence or even co-front, and suddenly I find myself losing skills that I normally have. Like, I'm unable to do things I could normally do. Read, write, tie my shoes, things like that. And that can be really difficult. Thankfully, because we have better communication now and have been in therapy a long time, it's gotten a lot easier to ask them, hey, can you, back away a little bit so that I can take care of the things that need to get taken care of, and then you can tell me what it is you need, and we can find a way to meet that need. But this assumption that people make that every member of the system can do these things that I guess are considered basic skills isn't really accurate. Every system is unique. Every system is different. Yes, there are obviously littles who are capable of things that children their chronological age are not. or members of the system who would be capable of things that their chronological age would suggest wouldn't be possible for whatever reason, no matter their age. But that doesn't mean that's the case for everyone. We have heard of littles who are capable of driving, for instance. That doesn't mean that every little is capable of driving. We have heard of littles who speak very much like an adult, can read, write, etc. That doesn't mean that every little can do that. Just like not every member of the system can do everything that everyone else can do. It's the same idea, and we're not really sure where this idea comes from, that everyone shares these skills. Honestly, the only thing we can come up with is it's the idea of trying to remain hidden, trying to remain safe, all of that probably leads people to think this. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with littles who split at an incredibly young age, there's not a lot that can be done to make them appear less obvious. The only thing that we've ever figured out how to do is to have someone co-conscious with them who can help them out. So anybody out there who has members of the system, no matter their age, who don't share certain skills with you that people consider basic, you are valid. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. Don't let anybody tell you that there's anything wrong with the way your system works, because there isn't. Every system is different, and it is okay to be different. It is okay to not be able to do the same things that somebody else in their system can do. It's okay to be exactly where you're at. And yes, if members of the system want to be able to improve on certain skills, no reason why they shouldn't be given the opportunity to do that. But it shouldn't be an expectation that everyone has the same abilities. So just remember, be gentle with each other, be gentle with yourselves, and for all people out there who do not have DID or OSD, please remember to be kind and to show compassion and empathy. Because people with dissociative disorders are not trying to be attention-seeking when someone isn't able to do something. It's a legitimate inability for whatever reason. Please take that seriously. And for those of you out there who are supportive and kind to the systems in your life, we appreciate you. We really, really do. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Have a good day, everybody.